Poetry Center, bringing poetry to Paterson since 1980 at Passaic County Community College.
Carole Stone is a distinguished professor of English emerita at Montclair State University. She's published 5 books of poetry, among them Traveling with the Dead, Backwaters Press, and American Rhapsody. Her recent work has appeared in Blue Fifth Journal, Slab, Bellevue, and Literary Review. She has won 3 fellowships from the New Jersey State Council on the Arts. Carole's manuscript, I'm losing my mind. Manuscript selected by the judges was called No Happy Ruins. Her book, limited editions, will be published by Cavan Carey Press this year. I've known Carole a long time. Wonderful poet. Let's welcome her.
I was going to begin my remarks by saying that it's always tough to be the last poet. Well, this proves it. But in any case, I'm very happy to be last, and I've heard all the wonderful poets who have won this award, and I hope that my poems will live up to them. From time to time, people ask me, or I ask people, I should say, if they're tired of my writing about my dead poets, and they say, no, but I suspect I won't stop anyhow. So this first poem is called The Vanished. Mother is a violin waiting for a listener, chocolate so sweet the gums ache, a rose that laughs as if it had a mouth, fire engine lipstick on a martini glass, an empty strapless dress, a snapped string of pearls, a voice silent as a 78 record, black earth turned over. Father is a mouth that spoke, a golf bag monogrammed HK, a boxing championship, a Smith & Wesson 38, a convertible top down, wind ruffling black hair, a regimental tie in a souvenir photo, a gray fedora, black band unraveled, a simmering coal in my still broken heart. Silent film. My parents starred in the dark, empty movie house of their lives. Aunt Elsie and Uncle Sid took me in, the extra no one wanted. I, the projectionist, changed the reel. His yellow convertible goes into reverse on the Pulaski Skyway, doesn't crash into a telephone pole. Penicillin discovered my mother doesn't die of rheumatic fever. The player piano grinds out My Man while my parents do the Charleston, hold their arms up high, kick their feet, laugh, and toss popcorn at each other. They live long enough to act in the talkies. I linger off screen, waiting for them, to tell them, to ask them, where have you been all these years? Ode to my cheekbones. Oh, high Magyar cheekbones, you sing in me a gypsy song. You give me mother's beauty. When I look in the mirror, you help me to love her. You let me be bold, ask boys to dance at teenager canteens, allow them to lower their hands below my waist, make me feel like Zsa Zsa, platinum-haired movie star who married George Sanders twice. You who come from my ancestors, who wandered the steppes, searching for a homeland, I stroke you as my mother would have, make funny faces that would have made her laugh. I need you more than my fingernails, my feet, my toes. Car trip. I never had family in Florida, never made the annual visit to grandparents. But one year, Uncle Fred took me with him on a car trip. A butcher who carried slabs of meat on hooks from the freezer 12 hours a day to carve into beefsteaks and chops. He thought he could find a job that wasn't bloody. Near Miami, we stopped at an Esso station and saw Seminole Indians who lived under the palms and sold bracelets and feathers to tourists. Their bodies were brown, their faces hollowed out. The old women smoked pipes. Uncle Fred told me, stay in the car. Even in the heat, the old shivered. I wanted to hear their ancient voices, to talk to the man with a hawk face who could tell me about the earth, the swamps, the crocodiles, how to crack a coconut open and draw out its sweet milk. It was December. The children coughed. How did they live in the summer under the golden boughs of the sun? Uncle Fred hung the pump on its hook, screwed on the gas tank cap. Let's hit the road, he said. As we drove along Route 1, I looked out the back window and imagined those little ones at night. They held on tight to mothers, the stars sprinkled down. So far, I think that's my truest narrative one, now that I think about it. But anyhow, okay. Trip. I will be going on a long trip to where I will meet my ancestors. I don't know their names or where they are buried. Dead within me, they spoke a different language. Born into exile, died in a faraway country that never accepted them, the way humans live in walled cities, in countries that change their people every century or so. Why should I care, brought up American, land of the free, home of the brave? Who remembers the 1922 St. Louis massacre of African Americans, the McCarran Act that shut down European immigration, the Chinese Exclusion Act? Millions of dead, and yet another war carry their suitcases across the border, the way the Jews did before they boarded trains to the camps. On my piano, a photo of granddaughter Maggie playing Schubert's Earl Koenig. Her sister Emma reports women's news. I tell myself, look around you, Carole. See how the forsythia grow up yellow. Birth, birth. It can't be stopped. Even the rain smells of life. Uno mas. Kiss me. I live all day humming each one's music, carry their records around. One sings like a linnet, another a thrush. Here's a jazz singer and her lovely throatiness. Never had no kissin', oh, what I been missin'. I gaze at their faces on album covers, and sometimes, listening in bed, ask them to sing about a father who drives off, calling to his small daughter, I'll come back for you, and doesn't. A mother who becomes a distant star. I have spent my life following them everywhere. Don't abandon me. Kiss me, you who leave and leave. Thank you.